What's going on, Pokemon family? Or TCG, collecting, thrifting, antiquing family, I should say. So, I've been kind of failing at posting my content the way that I should be, but I'm trying to figure out how do I get better, what can I do? So today, I figure, I'm on my way to go do something, make a deal. I figure this is the perfect opportunity to kind of share how I make some trades, like how I can go about, moving different things in the hobby, blah, 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 whatever, right? So recently I picked up 2 slabs. I picked them up, I'd say like 85%. I paid good for them. But it's funny is because I paid good for them. One of them I did kind of want to keep, but well, here, I'll just do this. So this was the one that I was going to keep. It's just the regular prismatic EV, like ETB promo EV, in a PSA 10. So this is one that I plan to just be early on, right? There's, with the flood of ETBs that's about to hit the market, I don't really need to be that early. I think this promo is going to stay being able to be bought close to 50, 60 bucks for a very little while, at least the next several months. So because of that, and because I got it at a good value, it's a good trade value, because this is the great opportunity to be able to get something where, say somebody says, oh, I'm only going to take your trade at 80%. Well, I paid 80, 85, so I'm okay on that. You know what I mean? That's fine then at that point, because if I only paid 80, to me now it's a straight trade. I'm not coming up, but if I really want the card that I want, then it's good to have something that guy wants, something that he's going to desire from you. And so it's good to be able to pick up desirable things at a value whenever you can. So and for instance, speaking of which, was the other card that I'm going to bring to trade right now, which is the Leafeon V-Star out of Crown Zenith, also in a PSA 10. So basically what I'm on my way to do is I'm committed right now to picking up some of the Pokemon Center exclusive, ETB promos. So I picked up most of them. I picked up a bunch of them. I picked up the Magneton, the Shinji Kondo Magneton today in a 9. And as of right now, what I'm doing is I'm on my way to meet somebody. I'm trading this EV, this Leafeon V-Star, for the Snorlax 151 Pokemon Center ETB promo in a PSA 9. So most recent solds are of around 200 bucks. That promo this is like one of those, so this is what I'm doing, okay? I don't think the market's going to crash soon. I think it's going to kind of stay a little steady. Older stuff may take a jump, like Sword and Shield era stuff may kind of take off again. But I expect Scarlet and Violet to take a hit. You know what I mean? It is going to take a hit eventually. More than likely after the 30th anniversary, at least. I think it's going to take a good hit. Pokemon Center exclusive stuff, the super, high dollar stuff is not going to as much. You know what I mean? It's going to hold its value. Some of it may very well likely even grow. This specific card that I'm going to trade for, even more specifically, I do think Crown Zenith is going to be due for its own little bump, here probably in the next 6 months to a year. I would say within the next month or two, we will have seen the last Crown Zenith product that we're going to get to see on the shelves. That's my guess. I could be wrong. I think that I'm going to be right about that. So once the market feels that to be true, once we stop seeing all the pictures of the Walmart restocks with Crown Zenith tins, more Pico boxes, Pikachu VMAX boxes, things like that, once we stop seeing people posting those, we stop seeing those in the marketplace, ads and things like that, that's when that Crown Zenith stuff's going to take a good jump, which is why I am actually moving on some of it now. Let's see, what did I pick up? I picked up the Hisuian V recently. I picked up the Palkia V, the gold in a PSA 9. I bought that for less than what the mint copy is worth. And it's a crackable slab. Like, that's one that I'm very likely going to go ahead and just bust out and send back in, because, especially since I paid less. I think I paid $50 for it, and I think the market for the 9 right now is like $65. So I mean, I got that one at a really good value. So I basically saved the grading value, you know, on the buy, to be able to crack it, you know, send it in. So I'm creating a nice little stack. I've got about 30 cards right now that I'm looking to send in. I want to do a submission of somewhere around like 50. I'd like to do 100, but ultimately it's actually kind of, it's more difficult than I thought it was going to be to put 100 cards that I would want to grade together. That's kind of like the interesting thing about that. It's not even that's not that easy to do. To put 100 cards together that I would want to grade, that I would care enough to spend the money it costs to grade each card. So that's its own little process. So it's like I'm in this realm of where I'm like, I've got a good chunk of cards I really want to send off to grading, but I also want to buy my PSA membership and kind of like hunt, you know, a dead spot where I can do it. You know, I'm not trying to hit some timing in the market for certain cards right now. Most of all of what I'm going to be grading is all stuff that I'm going to put away aside for the PC, and I'm just trying to multiply the value, you know, because I already bought the cards specifically for the purpose of grading. So anyway, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but GPS just popped up 2 miles until I get off to go meet this guy. So I'm doing those 2 slabs and $50. So basically for me, with what I paid for the slabs, I think I paid $45 for the EV, $90 for the Leafeon 10. So I'm in like $135, and I got to give him $50 cash. That's great. Like, that's honestly great for a slab like that has a $200 recent sale. Like, that's where you know it's smart to buy this kind of stuff, because he said right there on his post, taking in trades at 70 to 80%. He's not doing that to me. If he was doing 70 to 80%, I'd be having to owe him like at least another $15. I'd be probably having to owe him 70 instead of 50. But because the stuff that I'm trading him is a little bit more desirable, somewhat more desirable, it's more worth it to go ahead and take it, especially for somebody like this who's trading away 9s. His whole post is him trading away PSA 9s. So I know he doesn't like 9s. So I know as long as you show 10s, you're probably going to be, as long as it's desirable enough stuff, you're probably going to be okay. Getting somebody to go ahead and offer more than that 70 or 80% off of what you got. If you're giving them something that they want well enough, they'll make the trade. They're not going to care as much about getting it at 80, unless you're dealing with some of the really stickler, greedy guys out there, which there are a lot of those out there still too. But I weed those out quickly. The second I sense it, I just kind of I nail it down to find out if we're going to be able to move forward, and if I think there's going to be a tough resistance, I just move on now. I'm a little tired today. It's the end of the day. I'm getting sleepy. The sun's in my eyes. I'm a little excited though. I did not really want to spend this money, but man, this was perfect. Being able to trade these 2 cards will only be out the $50 and be able to pick up this card, this Snorlax. I graded this Snorlax already, and the base, the regular ETB promo, and it got a 10. So I will definitely say that I'm working a long-term angle with ETB promos. I'm working a long-term angle with ETB promos. There's no way to say that they're always going to be there. And continue on Hayden Road for 1 mile. It's similar to me as like the SIR promos that come in, or the SIRs, like the illustration rare, the SIR promos that they put into the Altart, whatever you want to call them. They call them something different in every box, but the ones that they put in exclusive products, right? It basically, you cannot pull the card in packs. It can only be pulled within that one sealed product. And whenever that happens, how should I say this? The cards population at that point generally is going to be very fixed and limited, especially with the sense that you also get to have that sealed promo aspect, which I'm a guy who's I love sealed promos. But so anyway, I've just kind of been rambling, but I figured it's worth showing the trade. This is how I move things around. I'm basically moving 2 cards that I bought at a good price. Found somebody selling a lot of 10s they got back in from a grading submission. They're looking to just get a fair percentage. They're trying to move their money again, I'm sure. And sorry, I just got to focus on the road for a second. They they moved their money, so I'm into the cards for good. I bought them specifically for that purpose so that I could use them to now trade. And I'm trading them into a card that I think is going to go up faster, move sooner, and be way more collectible long term. And I'm still not losing, and by making the trade, I'm still not losing my value. I'm still actually, even when I'm done, when this guy said 80%, technically what that means is I should be paying 20, with the fact that I should be losing some money. I should be losing some money right now, but I'm not. I'm not losing any money. I'm still making money technically, because my total cost basis for the card is going to be 185, and the last 3 comps are 197, 200, and 200. So granted, a month ago it was 120. It did just take a harsh move up, but that's because there are not going to be any more Pokemon Center 151 exclusive Elite Trainer boxes being printed, and with how much they just surged up in price, opened. They're not going to even be being opened. So hey, take that for what it's worth. Follow me. I promise you'll go far. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll see. But anyway, stick with me, guys. We're having fun. I'm almost here now. I gotta text this guy. Let's see if we can get the deal done. Let's close the deal before I talk too much shit.